Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Woo! Okie doke. Have a whole bunch of cards that fell. So we're going to use those cards. Energy that's going to surround you this week, my friend, and represent you, your subconscious drives, and energies that make you act and react in ways that you do without realizing. Obstacle for this week, your strength and support system, possible outcome, and the overall vibe for the week. So the overall vibe is the Four of Swords, my dear Capricorn. Whether you realize it or not, this week you need to slow down, chill out, and find some kind of opportunities for you to regain your strength. This is a good week for you to slow down and find opportunities to rest and restore the energies that you have wasted over the last period of time. So you have been probably super busy at work, super busy in relationships. Things were just moving, and you need to slow down. This is going to be a week for it. For those of you who will choose not to slow down and continue pushing through, there is a high chance of just getting sick, unfortunately. So let's see where you are, where all your energies are. Cool. So look at this. You are currently in this 8 of Cups energy, and your subconscious drive is the 10 of Cups energy. So for some of you, you are walking away and leaving something really, really big behind. You might be leaving a job behind. You might be leaving a certain belief system behind, because underneath it all, you really are being pushed by your family, the idea of this joy in your family. So you could be sacrificing certain things and walking away from the things that you love for the sake of your children. For example, you might be you might have a hobby of some kind that you've had for a very long time, and now you have to let this hobby go, either because you need to spend more time with your children or because you cannot financially afford it and you need this money to do something for your family and your children, because they are your priority and they're your driving force. Also, this could make you walk away from certain situations, certain confrontations, because if you're going to engage in those confrontations, then it's somehow going to affect your family situation. So whatever you're doing right now at this time, this walking away that you're doing is definitely driven by your desire to keep a happy family situation. The obstacle for you this week, you're gonna want to really make some dramatic changes and shifts. However, what the universe is telling you to do, instead of just dropping something, try to work it out first. So as I was saying before, maybe instead of walking away from your hobby completely, see how you maybe can change up the days that you do it, or not do it as frequently as you used to before. Does it make sense? So if you like to go fishing twice a week, maybe cut it down to once a month. What the universe is telling you, do not let this thing completely get away from your life, especially if it makes you happy, but instead look at it from a different perspective and see how you can maybe readjust your life to still have this hobby and still keep your family happy. The Four of Swords here can also be indicative of stopping something for some time, taking a break from something. So as I mentioned before, if it's a hobby that you're taking a break from, it doesn't mean that you're gonna take this break forever, hopefully. I don't really see this as I see this energy as more like me versus my family, as in not fighting energy, but either prioritizing me versus prioritizing my family. And you really want to prioritize yourself, but what the universe is also telling you here is that if you will not make space for yourself as well, if you will only put your family first, eventually you will grow a certain level of resentment. So see how this applies within your life, because obviously this can apply in many different ways. Everybody's life is very different. Only you know what your life is like. So the Hierophant is here as a possible outcome. And yes, like, you already know what is the right thing to do. You already know what commitments you have in your life. So don't forget those commitments, and also do not forget a commitment to yourself. And work that out where you can really adjust your commitments in a way that benefits not only your family, but also benefits you. Otherwise, you're gonna be miserable, my friend. Other than that, great week, a lot of growth, a lot of adulting issues. Unfortunately, what did I just do with this card? Okay. Unfortunately, sometimes making these decisions sucks, but do remember about yourself. Don't forget about yourself, because you are also important. Hope is feeding help, my friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great week, my dear Capricorn. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. Let's see what this week brings to you. We're looking at week of November 7th through the November 13th. Let's see what energies you should be aware of for this upcoming week. This is going to be your energy, my friend. And this is your subconscious energy that makes you act and do things in the way that you do without realizing. Obstacle for this week, your support system. And overall vibes and a possible outcome here. I went a little out of order, but you know what? Things come out the way they come out for a reason. Overall vibes for this week is the 5 of Cups, telling me that you might be feeling a type of way this week. You might be caught up in your feelings. You might be caught up in your emotions. You actually might be like going through a period of self-pity because you just don't see any positives in your life. All you see are all the negative things that are surrounding you. You might be upset with your partner. You might be upset with your work situation. You might be upset with like everything and everyone during this time frame. Let's see where your energies are. Ooh, I see. Makes total sense. So you are in this 5 of Wands energy here. And you're also subconsciously in the Empress energy. But this 5 of Wands energy is making you like really compete with everyone around you. This could be a very good energy because it makes you want to become better. However, you're taking it from a perspective of like, I am not like other people. I am not good enough. Look at Bobby, look at Josh, look at Mary. They're so accomplished. They have this, and that. They have done this and this with their lives. They have this nice car, this nice house, and look at me. I don't have those things. I don't have what they have. I don't have a happy family like they do. I don't have a loved one who loves me the same way that they love them. You know what I mean? Like, you could kind of like see this in your surroundings where some other people might have certain things that you do not have, and you might really want those things. Like, this could be a card of jealousy as well. And I'm not saying it like in a bad way, because sometimes when we see others in certain positions with certain things, it can become an inspiration. And I feel like this is going to become an inspiration to you because the Empress is here. And Empress is this energy of creation. So underneath it all, not only do you want those things, but you're also willing to work towards those things. So I feel like this week you're going to be really trying to work out opportunities and possibilities of how can you obtain those things. The obstacle for you this week is this 3 of Wands energy, telling me that whatever ideas you're going to come up with this week, don't fully commit to them yet. Kind of play around with different ideas, play around with different possibilities. However, do not make a full commitment. Don't just jump into the water like head first here. Kind of dip your toes in the water first. So for example, if you decided you want to go back to school, kind of like shop around and look at different options, see which school is cheaper, like which program is going to be shorter, more beneficial for you. Like, really make an educated decision in regards to which way you're going to go. If you're looking at different dating sites, like, Don't just like shut out. I don't even know if you have to pay for those things, but like I have a feeling like if you are looking for dating sites, make sure you're not paying like $500 for a yearly subscription to a website that might not even be the best kind. Just kind of look around what's out there first. Don't just walk away from your job, you know what I mean, because you read The Secret book and now you're thinking that you're manifesting something bigger. Like, be really cautious and conscious of all the possibilities and make your own discernment. What your actual strength this week is your ability to stay resilient and persistent in whatever is it that you want. So you're going to be able to obtain whatever it is that you want and walk in the direction that you want to go into, because you will spend so much time on exploring and comparing different options for yourself. Look at this. Possible outcome is the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. You will definitely be able to figure out what is better for you, the best possible situation for you. You will be able to find the balance that you're seeking. However, it's going to take a little time to get into this balance. So, as I said before, don't just jump into something full on. Really make the most educated decision you can, where you can win the most by investing the least. Does it make sense? I hope that it does, and I hope this reading helped you, my friend. Do like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful week. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Yes, we are in the middle of November almost. Holy bananas. Okay, let's see where my Pisces is energetically for this time frame. Subconscious energies and drives that make you do things and act in a way that you do without you realizing. Obstacle for this week, your strength and support system for this week, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. The overall vibe is the Chariot. I like it a lot. So the Chariot tells me that you're gonna come into some kind of a victorious circumstances because of your perseverance, because of all the effort that you've been putting into situation, because of your ambition, because of your ability to prioritize certain things in your life. You will finally see the victorious outcome. You will see some kind of success in your life this week. So whether it's at work, I have a feeling it is at work, or it could be like within a family situation. You will finally feel like you're succeeding in whatever is it that you are doing here. Let's see where you are. Yeah, look at this. Great energies here. So you are currently in this Queen of Swords energy, telling me that you are completely single-minded in regards to a situation. So you could be working really a lot to either open up your own business or on a project at work, or like making more money or making your family better, like whatever it is, like you have a single-minded decision that you've made to kind of improve certain area of your life, and you're working super hard towards it. Underneath it all, this devil energy is here telling me that subconsciously you're shedding so much of the old beliefs, and the old Pisces is like slowly fading out, and a new Pisces being reborn into the situation. And that's what's giving you this ability to persevere and to kind of keep going. So there's some kind of fire that's fueling you up, even though I don't see a lot of wands, but I do feel it here. There's a certain fire that's kind of making you go in a certain direction, and some way, somehow, you're finding this energy to persevere and to move forward. I see the Three of Wands here in a obstacle position, telling me that, you know, don't fully trust the rapid growth. Like, even if the things seem to be changing in a positive direction very quickly, do not celebrate a victory before, you know, you get there. Does it make sense? Like, don't hatch your chickens before, no, wait, hold on. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. That's the saying. So don't, continue working through this, continue persevering, don't give up. Even though you're going to feel this success, even though you're going to feel already that you're almost there, but you're not there yet. That's what the universe is telling you. So whatever's going to be the energy on your side is your easygoing attitude, my friend. Not only you have this single-minded goal here, but you're also doing it in such a what's this feeling that I'm feeling? It's like in such a glorified manner, like you gliding on ice is how you're doing it. You appear like you're doing it without a sweat on your brow. Doesn't mean this? It's on the tip of my tongue. Basically, you're doing it so easily from an observer's point that you're making it look super, super, super easy, even though I'm not saying that it's easy to do, even though I'm not saying that it's easy to like stick to a goal and kind of like persevering and getting there. However, you're making it look easy because you're so into it, because you're so detached, because you're so calm, because you're so concentrated on it. Stick with it. Continue with it. Do not slow down, is what I'm getting here. And look at this, 7 of Swords is here. Amazing to me. So 7 of Swords is this energy of like undercover success. It's like this success that you celebrate by yourself. It's this extra bonus that you get from your job that nobody expected for you to get. It's that extra $50 you get back from like some kind of a lawsuit, like those class action lawsuits, like out of nowhere you just get a little something. So I feel like you're gonna get some boosts this week, and that's where you're gonna feel this idea of success, this feeling of success here in regards to whatever you're working on, because you're gonna get like these little glimpses of quote unquote bonuses coming your way. So somebody might give you a compliment about what you're accomplishing. Somebody might, or you might just feel it yourself without anybody else's interference at all. For some, I mentioned before, this could be a work situation for some of you, or at least that's what it felt like to me. For others of you, you could have been on this health kick, on a health pass recently, and you're finally seeing those benefits. So don't slow down, continue going with this, and the universe wants you to know whatever you're doing, you're definitely walking in a solidly right direction. Beautiful energy, my dear Pisces. And look at these cards. I mean, to me, they're just so beautiful. Such a beautiful spread. You can just put them on the wall. Hope this reading helped, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super great week, my dear Pisces. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see, where's my Aries energetically for this week? Just want to do one more shuffle. Of course, tap my lamp. This is your energy, my dear Aries, your subconscious energy and subconscious drives that make you act in the way that you do without realizing your obstacle, your support system, possible outcome for this week. Ooh. And the overall vibes. So the overall vibes are the 9 of Swords. They could mean, 9 of Wands. This could mean quite a few things here. For some of you, you're just working super hard. You're just overworked, and you've invested so much energy into something, and it seems like no matter how much you're giving, you still have to give equally more and equally more and equally more. You have, for some of you, you could have been working a lot at your job. There could be like a end of the quarter situation where you've been putting a lot of hours into the work situation. For others of you, you've been putting a lot of work into your family situation. Maybe you've been, like your partner been sick, and you've been having to take care of the kids and like do the double duty, like go, like do all those extra things that you usually don't do, but the partner takes care of. For others of you, you could just be like fed up. with everything that is happening, and you're almost making your life a little bit more difficult for you than you should, just because you are so fed up with everything the way it's going, and you're not being a happy camper right now. Oh, look at this. So for many of you guys, wow. For many of you guys, you truly are fed up, as I was saying before, because you're in a Four of Swords energy. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, as I like to say. You're sick and tired of constantly pushing through. You're sick and tired of not having enough time for yourself. You're sick and tired of whatever this commitment is draining the heck out of you that you've committed yourself into. You want things to change. You want some kind of balance. You're really trying to just be positive, or not even like be positive, but you keep on trying to wake up in the morning and keep going, but you cannot stay positive while you're doing it. Underneath it all, you got the Temperance energy that's driving you, so you do see the light in the end of the tunnel. You understand that this period is not permanent. This is a temporary period for many of you, and you do want it to change, but you are not sure what to do to change it as of yet. The only thing that you see is just try to kind of like wait it through, essentially. The opposing energy here is other people in your life. As I was saying before, your partner might not be pulling their weight in the relationship. You might be super overworked because your coworkers are just like overloading you. Maybe somebody was let go at your job and now you have to pick up the slack. So something to do with others in your life, in people who you usually work with, they're not contributing and they're not putting in their share of the work, and you have to pick up their share of work here. What I do sense a lot is that because Three of Cups is here, it tells me that some of you have really solid families, or at least family connections, communities, friends who are very supportive and very loving towards you. And what the universe is telling me is like, don't be afraid to ask your cousin to watch your kids for like 2 hours, you know, even if you have to give them a little bit of money to do it. That could alleviate a lot of your stress, and that could give you an opportunity to like go take a bath and like take a breather, go for a walk. I don't know, do something for yourself for a second just to recharge your batteries a little bit. Maybe you have your parents who can help you with your kids. Maybe you could just have a friend who you can go for coffee with and just kind of vent for a second. But definitely utilize your friendships, your family, and your community to get your mind off of this thing that's like driving you nuts. Get your mind off of a partner who's not contributing, or these co-workers who are not doing their share of work for whatever reason. Let's see the possible outcome for the week. 5 of Wands. So it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, essentially. These problems will continue. 5 of Wands is indicative of the marital problems. So as I was mentioning before, for many of you, it is your partner in your life who is not pulling their weight for whatever reason, whether to a physical disability and them being unable to do it, or it could be just because they choose not to do it. And that's where the struggle comes into place, because you have to take care of a grown person who is not taking care of themselves and who's not contributing the way that they should contribute in a relationship. So it is going to get worse before it's going to get better, and I'm so sorry to say that, but that's how I see it. However, I also see it getting better, and I also see the beautiful family that you have. Your support system is super, super strong. Rely on them. Talk to them. If this relationship is not working, maybe you can go leave them and go to your family's house, your friend's house, your instead if this work situation is not working out, you know, hopefully they will hire somebody, but you're still gonna have to pick up slack until new people come in, or until certain things shift. So I'm sorry this week is going to be sucky for you. However, I do see a positive outcome out of this week. Have a great week. Hope this reading helped you and clarified a couple of things, my dear Aries. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. Then I would love to see in the comments box below how this week played out for you. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see what energy is gonna surround you this week. Your subconscious drives that you don't realize make you act in the way that you do. Obstacle for this week, support system for this week, possible outcome, and the overall vibe is the moon energy. So you're confused about something, my dear Taurus. You're not really clear in regards to a situation in your life. I feel like this has to do with friendships and people in your life. Like you're not really sure whether they are on your side or whether they are here against you. So there's some kind of fuzziness in regards to these individuals in your life. And I do feel like it's friendship situation, maybe even colleagues at work who might say one thing to your face and whatever gets back to you, it sounds completely different for the way they speak to you behind your back. Let's see what the energies are. Okay. Makes total sense. So you are in this Ace of Wands energy. You're moving on to something else, right? Like you started something new. You started the new hobby. You started the new job. You started the new something to do with your health, your wealth. You've been inspired and you changed some things up in your life for the better. Here's the Six of Swords energy and your subconscious drive. You're walking away from the old that was not working for you. For some of you, you started a exercise program because you're realizing that your health is the most important thing that you have, and you got to take care of your health like you have to take care of your wealth in order to be a happy individual. It's not like how long we live, it's how well we live, right? Like you could live for 200 years, but you also want to be able to walk up the stairs, walk around the block without catching wind. Like you want to live in a healthy body. So I see that you are improving yourself in some type of way. You could be working on your mind, your body connection. So you could have started meditating. You could have integrated a healthier diet into your life. So you're looking better. You're feeling better. You're exuding this powerful, this kind of glowy vibe for many of you, and people are not liking it, like people around you are looking at you like holy bananas, like look at Taurus, they're looking so good, they're taking care of themselves, like let me poo-poo all over like whatever they're doing because I'm not doing these things for myself. So instead of me doing these things for myself, let me just talk smack about Taurus. People. Like the King of Swords is this energy of kind of like harsh discipline. So it's in your obstacle sector this week. So maybe watch what you say around others too. And I'm not putting it on you because frequently when people do good, most people around them do not want to celebrate their well-being. People around this person just want to kind of crap on them because they can't do this for themselves. But I do have a feeling for some of you, you are starting to act like you are know-it-all in this area where you just started improving. Does it make sense? So make sure you're not that person. If you cut out sugar out of your diet, make sure when you're going out with your friends, you're not the one who's saying, oh, what, you're gonna eat that cake? Do you know how much sugar it has? Like, don't be that person. It's great that you're doing it for yourself. Lead by example. Continue doing whatever you're doing. It's not your job to change people around you. So keep that in mind. And look at this, Page of Cups is here in your strength sector. Continue, excuse me, continue embracing this new positive you, my dear Taurus. Continue working on it. Continue celebrating yourself. Continue seeing how much more you can improve within this area where you started improving yourself. Go that way. Be light about it. And don't be a know-it-all. That's like the big thing, because page energy is a learner, as somebody who's a student. Continue learning, continue getting better. You don't know everything. None of us do, unfortunately, because we're just human beings living in this world. It's impossible for us to know it all. So the outcome for this week is the 5 of Pentacles energy, which is usually kind of like the energy of insecurity. Excuse me. Insecurity, or like energy of like where you still need so much more in order to persevere, and you just feel like you might not have enough. So watch out for that energy, and people around you might kind of get it into your head that that you just don't know enough, and instead of using it as like, man, I suck, like instead of having that negative self-talk, use it as a Page of Cups energy. Use it as an opportunity to learn. So somebody asks you a question about something. I was using diet as an example before. Like if somebody asks you some random question, like how many carbs does broccoli have? And you truly don't know, right? Like maybe you do, I don't know. I'm just saying as an example, if somebody would have asked me like how many carbs does broccoli have, I would not be able to give you that answer from the top of my head. So instead of saying it's 5 carbs, that's the King of Swords energy. That's going to make you want to say things, and even though you don't know, be in this Page of Cups energy. Just say, I'm not sure, let's Google it up, let's see, because we're all learners, and it's okay to acknowledge that you also do not know everything. Whew. Okay, love your growth, my friend. Love how you're doing good for yourself, my dear Taurus. Take care of you, because once you take care of you, everything else in your life will follow as well into this positive vibe space. And don't let people get in your head. It's all good. Hope this reading helped. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. What energies represent you for this week? Okay, one more. Your subconscious drives and energies that make you act in a way that you do without you even realizing. Your support system. Hello, my Gemini. Welcome to the weekly energetic check-in. This is your reading for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see. Ooh. What energies surround you during this week? Your subconscious energies and drives, your obstacle, your support for this week, possible outcome, and the overall vibes. We got a Queen of Cups here. Somebody wants love. Somebody wants lots of love. Somebody wants peace here. And it's you, my friend. You want calm. You want peace. You want just a nice, easy energy around you. You want to be comfortable, and you also want to have this pleasant vibe around you in your relationships, at work. You want calmness. You are done with dealing with nonsense from other people. You are done with dealing with nonsense at home, at work. You're done with dealing with BS. Really are. All you want is peace and quiet, and that's what you're really gonna work for very, very hard this week. Let's see the energies Ooh, yeah, my friend. Okay, great energies here. So you got a 3 of Wands here, telling me that you already know what you want in the long term and you've committed to it. So I mentioned wanting peace and quiet. You know what you want and you're gonna work for it. You're gonna do whatever is it in your power to keep things easy, to keep things light, to keep things to your liking within your life. Subconsciously, you got the Page of Wands energy telling me that you are not opposed to exploration and excitement. This is not what you are avoiding here. What you're avoiding is conflict. You're avoiding unnecessary arguments. You're avoiding unnecessary discussions, heated discussions over things don't truly matter. No, you want excitement. You want joy, except you also want peace and calmness in your life as well. What the universe is telling you that this Emperor energy is actually in your obstacle position. You might be a little too harsh towards anybody who is not fitting into this criteria of love and kindness and peace that you are seeking at this moment. So be careful and don't be the person who is the facilitator of the arguments within the situation. Does it make sense? To keep that peace, keep the peace. If somebody does something that's not totally towards your liking, or to your liking rather, just try to ignore it for now and see if it's going to work itself out over the next few weeks or so. But this week, do not try to suppress that individual. Do not try to suppress that situation fully as of yet, because you may regret it if you say certain things a little too harshly and the other person responds in a way that may come off, disruptive to the whole relationship. So to keep this peace, to keep this calmness, stay peaceful and stay calm yourself here is what the universe is telling me to let you know. On what's on your side is the World energy, which is amazing. This ability to stay harmonious and tranquil is going to be on your side, and it's going to allow you to walk into a new cycle, this evolutionary cycle of being. You're growing out of this situation, out of this energy where you just wanted to say whatever's on your mind and hurt whatever relationships you had just for the sake of saying whatever's on your mind. Here, what the universe is telling you, you have the possibility and the ability to walk out of the cycle, out of the cycle of whatever confrontations that you've had in the past, into this new cycle of peace by just being tranquil, harmonious, and peaceful yourself. Let's see the outcome of this week. Ooh, 6 of Cups. You will release a lot of stuff that's been holding you back. You will release a lot of toxic items that have been holding you down for a long, long time. Your childhood had created some trauma in your life, and you will recognize this week, and you will be able to release it because your desire to be in this state of peace, comfort, and what did I say before? Just the state of peace is going to be so overwhelming that you are not going to want to have this past have any hold over you any longer. Love this energy. What a release. What a progression. Absolutely love this energy. Hope this reading helped, my dear Gemini. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And let me know how this week played out for you. This is incredible energy, my friend. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7 through November 13. Let's see what energies represent my dear Cancer this week. Your subconscious drives, thoughts, obstacle, support system, possible outcome, overall vibes. Hangman. So you're changing your perspective about something, my dear Cancer. You're growing. You're becoming a much better version of yourself, and you're releasing certain ideas, certain ideals that you've had in your life for quite some time, because you're realizing that those ideals no longer hold any truths in your life. Ooh, look at this. Okay. So you're currently in a 6 of Wands energy, but subconsciously you're in a 5 of Pentacles energy. So on the outside, you appear like a very happy, very successful, very, I want to say glorified person. You're somebody who people look up to. You are somebody who people want to be like. People look at you and they say, man, look at Cancer. They got it all going on. They got this, they got that. I wish I was like Cancer. But underneath it all, there's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of almost like jealousy of the others too. Like I sense it really, really highly for some of you. So even though when people look at you, they look at you as a role model, you feel like imposter underneath it all. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you are a what's that word? Like you're the mole, right? Like you do not belong in a situation. However, what the universe wants you to do is recognize that your past is holding something over you. This is where this change perspective is coming in, where this is where you're releasing certain things from the past, and this past is holding something over you. Somebody in the past told you that you are not good enough. Somebody in the past told you that you don't look good. Somebody in the past told you that your hair color was not the right hair color. Somebody in the past told you that you speak not the way that you should be speaking. There's something there, something that's hurting you and something that's haunting you up until this day and giving you a whole lot of insecurity. What the universe is telling you is let it go, because this is who you are, my dear Cancer. People look up to you. You have accomplished so much. You have so much under your belt that you have done, and you have so much to offer, and you got to acknowledge this, because this is bigger than this. This is bigger than whatever's happened in the past. This 6 is on top of this 6. Does it make sense? I hope that it does. Look, your support system right now, you have an opportunity to make a decision. Even though you might not fully believe that you are good enough, even though you might not fully believe that whatever you have to offer is something that people seek, you have to make a decision, and you have to decide for yourself that yes, you are good enough. Because look around, my friend. Look at what you have accomplished. A lot of you are either educated or have a great job or have a great family or are a good friend or a good member of a community. You are somebody who people like. And that says it all. It doesn't matter what your hair color is. It doesn't matter what kind of shoes you wear. It doesn't matter what style of clothing you put on. It doesn't matter how you speak, right? You have done so much for people to respect you and acknowledge you. And you are to make that choice this week, to recognize it. That whatever happened in the past, whatever this person told you or people told you, has no value over you any longer, my friend. Wow. Amazing energy. Absolutely amazing. And look at this. 7 of Wands is here. You're progressing from 6 to 7. Haha. Can't get any better, my friend. So continue pushing through. Continue persevering. Continue doing whatever it is that you're doing, because the universe will almost give you the sense of, I'm a lucky person, because no matter how much is being thrown at you, you are overcoming it. You are overcoming every single obstacle that's being thrown your way. Regardless that you feel insecure about yourself underneath it all, regardless of the trauma that you have to work through, regardless of all that toxicity that came to you from your past, you are a lucky duck, my friend. No matter what you're doing, you're winning. What's that song? No matter what I do, I win no matter what I do. You win no matter what you do, my dear Cancer. Recognize it. It's the time to acknowledge the fact, my friend. Love this energy. Love the passion here. Oh my God. I just want to go, go, go. This energy feels incredible, my friend. And I'm proud of you and your accomplishments. Really am. Very proud of all of it. Hope this reading helped you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my dear Cancer. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome to your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see what we got here for my dear Leo. Whew, sense of peace, my friend. Before I even pulled any cards out, I do feel a certain level of peace here. So, whatever been bugging you is finally releasing. Or you're releasing it into the universe. Let's see what the energies say. The energies do not lie. So this is your energy and your subconscious energy. Your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and overall vibe. Yeah, Page of Cups. Overall vibe, Page of Cups. Finally, this idea of happiness is here for you. Finally, you're feeling a lot more satisfied with your life. Finally, you see the possibilities. Finally, you're seeing how much this world has to offer, and you're liking it. You're finally liking it. So you're enjoying your friends a little more. You're enjoying your family a little more. You're enjoying the world a little more. You're seeing the sunshine. You're seeing the nature. You're seeing the birds. You're noticing things again, which is really, really, really beautiful because you haven't done so for quite some time. You've been way too preoccupied in your thoughts. Woohoo! Ha ha! We got the sun energy here. So the sun energy is here. The sun energy is it's definitely the happiest energy in this whole entire deck. That's why I started feeling so calm when I tuned in into your Leo energy here, is because you're finally feeling a certain level of success and you are identifying things that you should be celebrating in your life. You understand that your life is not just one aspect. You have a lot going on. You have your friends, you have your family, you have your hobbies, you have your work. There's something to find joy in, and you're finding that joy. Even if not everything is 100% perfect, you're finally finding joy in some of the things that you do every single day. You're finding joy in some of the things that make you who you are, my dear Leo, and I love it. I appreciate it so much because it's so hard to be happy sometimes about life, and especially if one area of life is a little off, it's hard to find the happiness in other areas of your life. But you're finding it, and I love it. And look at this, underneath it all, you made a decision. You made a conscious decision to be a happier person. So you either worked on yourself, you either have been going to a therapist, or you either been like speaking to friends, or some of you could have found spirituality, or you might be religious and you just heard some kind of a passage from a Bible or any other religious text or a religious speaker that kind of stuck with you. And this made you realize that this world is much more beautiful and has a lot more to offer than you were making it seem. The Page of Pentacles in your obstacle side. So what this means is that this ambition that you have, this desire that you have to be number one, to be Leo, it's the Leo energy, to be number one, liked by everyone. Suppress it right now. It's not going to be beneficial to you. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. What matters is what you say. And you already made that choice to listen to yourself, not to listen to others. No reason to show off in front of others. No reason to even care about the opinions of others during this time. But what your support system is to start letting go more and more and more and more of all that crap that no longer is needed in your life, that's been holding you hostage. This desire of appearing a certain way to be accepted by others. Start letting it go. Wearing certain clothes to make sure that you fit in a situation. Start letting it go. Acting a certain way that's totally opposing to who you are as a person just because you want to appear to be liked by others, let it go. Start letting those things go. You are enough the way that you are, my friend. And you're still in this Eight of Swords energy. So you're still, even though you started to let go, even though you made this decision that you're going to live for yourself, for your own joy, and find your own happiness and all those things that make you happy, you're still not really sure about it. And you still kind of contemplate about it. And you're kind of like under this back and forth energy. Like, I need to be liked, but it doesn't matter what this person says. Like, who are they? Like, why are they such a big and important person in my life when they truly don't even matter to me? They're just like a person who works in a supermarket that I see like maybe once every 2 weeks. Why do I need to impress him? Yet this other side of you is going to be talking to your side. You have like this good angel and a bad angel, like the devil, the devil on one side and the angel on the other side. And the devil's going to be like, come on, Leo, make sure they acknowledge your existence and they praise you. But the angel is going to tell you, come on, Leo, does it really matter? Like, you praised yourself this morning. Like, you're praising yourself right now. Your family is praising you. The heck else you want, right? So make sure you catch those thoughts. Anytime you revert back to those old thought patterns, make sure you're letting them go. Acknowledge that you're still a human being. Acknowledge that you're going through a change, but also make sure to let those thoughts go. Other than that, love the energy, love the sun here, love the death energy here. I love this change that's coming your way, and I love how you are changing as a human being, becoming a much more positive individual, and it's your choice. You're choosing to be much happier, which is big. Hope you like the reading, my dear Leo. Like the video and click subscribe when you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. I forgot the dates for a second. Let's see where you are going to be this week energetically. Your subconscious energy, subconscious drives, obstacle for this time frame, your support system for this time frame, possible outcome for this week, and the overall vibes. So you are in this hermit energy here for this upcoming week. So for many of you guys, you're going to be really thinking about your life really, really closely, about like all different areas of your life. You're going to be evaluating your work situation. You're going to be evaluating your relationships. You're really going to be exploring, excuse me. You're going to be exploring what is right for you, and you're going to be exploring different options in your life, and what is it that you have to change in your life and how you want to change it. Yeah, so you're going to be all up in your thoughts this week for sure. Ooh, look at this. So we have the Justice card here. Because you want balance in your life, that's where all of this contemplation is going to come through. You're going to realize that there's lack of balance in your life, or you might Justice card could also indicate some certain hidden energies that are going to be coming out. So you might come to a new piece of information as it pertains to your work or your relationships or your family situation, your friends. And you might need to reassess your relationships or your work situation or how you approach those things. So for some of you, you could be in a litigious situation, like as in going through a divorce, signing a contract of some kind, and you're really going to be carefully looking at all possibilities and all aspects of the situation. So there's going to be a lot of evaluation and re-evaluation in your life this upcoming week. Underneath it all, you got this Page of Swords energy. You want to start a new cycle. You want to get rid of whatever has been happening in your life, and you want to change it up, and you want to get it done rather soon. Like, you don't want certain things in your life anymore, and you understanding that those things are not helping you at all, but instead they are hindering your process, and therefore you want to get rid of the old and get the new in. So a lot of your contemplation is going to be around that. What the universe wants you to know, this is not a time for studying something new. This is not a time to kind of exercise your willpower in any new direction. This is the time to evaluate and reevaluate whatever is already established in your life. So when I'm saying like maybe you're going to introduce new things into your life, you're going to introduce new things in regards to the old situation. For example, if you realizing that your health is not the best, now you're going to start changing up your health routine, but you're going to be concentrating on eliminating like whatever the downside of the health that you currently have. Does it make sense? You're not gonna leave your job and jump into a new job. What you're gonna do is reevaluate your current job situation and reshift certain things that you do, like restructure your workday, restructure your responsibilities and whatnot. So you're gonna be concentrating on the things that are already established in your life. You got a King of Wands energy here, which tells me that you're going to be able to stick with it and you're going to overcome whatever is it that's making your life unbalanced here at this current moment. So this week is going to bring in definitely some concrete changes into your life based on the situations that haven't been working for you in quite some time. And look at the outcome. Change is gonna happen. I love it. Death card is the best outcome ever for the energy that I'm feeling here, because you want this change, you want balance in your life, and you're changing things around to integrate new ways of approaching the situations that have been not working for you. And look at this, those changes will come into play. You will shed what is no longer needed in your life. You will get rid of things that are no longer working for you to bring the new energy in. So it's all going to work out in its own way. Universe will allow new energy in without you even having to do anything about it. Your job here is to get rid of things that don't work for you, and the universe will just bring the new things in. Beautiful energy. I absolutely love it. And look at the cards. All the cards are beautiful. Like, we got the major arcana cards here. We got the court cards here. We got an ace. So overall, this is great energy. This is the energy that's going to help you shift your whole life in a positive direction. I really love this reading for you, my friend. Hope this helped and clarified some things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful week, my dear Virgo. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 17th. Okay, one of the cards already fell. This is going to be for your energy this week. Just don't want to stop shuffling cards for some reason. So you could be getting yourself into some new situation this week. This is the energy, your subconscious energy. Subconscious drives your obstacle, your support system, possible outcome, and overall vibe. Queen of Wands. So when I was shuffling your cards, this energy of like you do not want to stop, you want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, definitely came to light. It was a very strong energy. So what it tells me is that for many of you guys, for many of you Libras, you will be very determined to accomplish some kind of a task. And then the Queen of Wands here came up, telling me that this week will definitely have to deal with you having a lot of courage, you having a lot of determination to change some things up in your life or bring something new into your life. You're going to be fired up and you're going to have a whole whole lot of energy to get things done and accomplished. I really love the energy. Let's see. Okay. And look at this. We got the Wands card. Ace of Wands here as your energy. Exactly what I was saying, exactly what I was feeling. You're going to have a lot of passion to go after your desires. You're going to want to start a project, and I don't feel it like it's a work thing. It could be. I mean, it could be your personal business. It could be. But I feel like it's something that's more close to your heart. So for some of you, it could be your business that you're starting up. For others of you, for most of you, I would say this has to do with personal hobbies, personal increase of your personal wealth in some kind of way. That doesn't have to do with work directly. So maybe stock market, maybe some kind of investments, and you gotta want to get it done like ASAP, like right now. What's driving you is the Six of Cups energy, which tells me that either you're acting out of fear because there was some kind of an opportunity was in your way, a similar opportunity that you're seeing now was given to you in the past, but you did not follow through on it. You either didn't take this opportunity, or you just ignored this opportunity, or you were not secure enough. You didn't have this courage to go ahead and make this risk in the past. And now you're sort of kind of regretting it. Also, not having in the childhood could be motivating you to create this new business, to kind of push through and persevere in whatever is it that you're doing right now. Also, you could have had an opportunity in the past to start on this hobby or spend time with this hobby, but for some reason, either your family didn't have enough money for you to do it, or you were just not financially secure enough to invest money into this hobby that you really, really, really wanted to start in the past. What the universe wants you to know is that the Empress is in your obstacle sector here. Make sure that you are actually serious about whatever is it that you want to do. Make sure that you're actually allocating this energy into something that you truly, truly believe into. Empress here in the position of an obstacle really indicates like a very light-hearted attitude towards something. It means that you might not be super decided on whatever is it that you want to do. So you might feel like, yes, I want to jump into this hobby, but before you spend all this money, like let's say if you decided you want to get into sewing, for example. I've never sewed really, so I don't know how much it costs, but I imagine it's a lot of money because you got to get a sewing machine, you got to get needles, you got to get fabric, threads, like all the stuff that you got to get. Like then you have to like be able to measure things out. So you need a ruler, you need chalk, like you need a whole bunch of resources in order to like start doing it. So before you're gonna shed all this money out, make sure you really understand how much of a commitment you need to have for this hobby, right? Because if you just want to start sewing, maybe you can just get thread, needle, and a piece of fabric and then start doing it by hand before you really invest into like a whole bunch of stuff. Also, I mentioned stock market before. Just because your cousin Bobby told you, sorry if you have a cousin Bobby, I don't mean to say anything negative about cousin Bobby, but what I mean is like if somebody tells you, like your neighbor tells you, like, listen, Libra, invest in the stock, it's a definite, it's a definite guarantee for a profit, like think twice before you sign, think 5 times, like really make sure that you're not giving up your rent money or like your savings account into the stock because somebody told you. You should never trust anybody, just like, especially as it pertains to money. So make sure whatever you are doing, you're really thinking through and you really are serious about this situation, about this time and money investment that it could also entail. You got the 9 of Swords here in your strength and support. Usually a 9 of Swords card is like this negative connotation, right? Like it indicates anxiety, hopelessness, indicates insecurity, like it hinders your process, this card. So what the universe is telling you, exactly what I was feeling here with the Empress card, make sure you are careful before you make this decision, because you're gonna want to make this decision fast. You're gonna want to jump on something, but make sure you're really, you know, like evaluating the situation and give yourself time. You know, like the Nine of Swords card is also a card of time, because it has like all these zodiac signs on the quilt in this deck. Like I really love this deck. I love it for how much art and symbolism is in it. And so this card is also telling you, like, take your time. Yes, you want to start this project. Yes, you want to jump right into it. Yes, you probably missed this opportunity before, and now you really want to get into it. However, you're not the same person now as you were then. It's a new situation, even though it looks like the situation that happened in the past. So take your time and really be cautious and careful about how you approach it. And look at this, Four of Cups is here as the possible outcome. So you might be disappointed in this whole situation once you think about it a little more. You might even be, like, you might even realize that this is not for you. And you might even, but you also could be upset. Like, you could be stuck in the situation of like, okay, so I'm taking my time and now I'm losing this time again, and now I'm not going to get the payback again, right? Like, so you could have that feeling for sure. However, this energy of contemplation will also create a sense of security and stability in the long term. So just because you're not getting this right now, right away, you will get it eventually if this is the right thing for you, even though it might feel disappointing right now that you're not jumping on it. Okay, hope I was clear enough with these energies. It's a really clear message here. Hope this reading helped you, my dear Libra. Like the video and click subscribe, my friend. And have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Let's see what the universe wants you to know for this week, my friend. Okay, so let's start with your energy for this week, your subconscious drives that make you act and react in ways that you don't even realize. Obstacle, support, possible outcome, and overall vibe. So the overall vibe is Seven of Cups here, which could go either way. Either you actually gonna have choices that you're gonna figure out in regards to a situation that's been driving you crazy for some time. You might have not seen these choices prior to this week, and you might have had this feeling of being stuck in a situation. For example, maybe like you hated your job and all of a sudden you see like you can move to a different office, like you can even make a lateral move, but it's going to alleviate you from like dealing with your coworkers. Maybe you found a different job option. So there's some kind of choices here. But for others of you, you could also feel very frustrated because you're going to see options in front of you, but you're not going to be able to understand which way is your true way to go, like what is meant for you. So for some of you, you might have an opportunity to move, like a job opportunity in like in a whole different city on the other coast, or like in a different country, whatever it is. So it could be a phenomenal opportunity. However, you might be feeling really apprehensive to just like pick up and move, because you will have to let go of whatever is it that you already have where you are right now. Does it make sense? So I see like these two clear energies. Either you're going to see a way out now that you haven't been able to see in a while, or the level of anxiety may increase for some of you because you're going to have some kind of a phenomenal choice in front of you, yet you're not sure whether you should act on it or not. Look at this. We got, I love tarot cards. I love these energies. I love how it always gets clarified. So you got the Four of Cups energy here. It's telling me that you are in this contemplation period. Exactly what I was saying before. You either see choices finally, or you're given a choice that you gotta act on. What the universe wants you to know, that subconsciously you are in a Queen of Pentacles energy. So you are a person who wants to be comfortable. Aren't we all though? You are very like you are seeking comfort in your life, and you also want like a lot of financial stability in your life. I don't know if that's even a thing. You just want financial stability, and you want comfort, and you want to not have stress in your life as it comes to finances, that's for sure. And you're also very practical in a lot of ways. Like, you know when to save, you know when to spend, for most of you guys. So that's why this choice is really hard for you to make, because you don't want to lose whatever you already have right now, like in regards to comfort level. But you also understand that if you don't move forward in some type of way, then you will never have an opportunity to gain more. Does it make sense? I really hope that it does. So the Justice card is here in your obstacle position, telling me that you might want to, what is that saying? Eat your cake and have it too, or something. Like you might want to try to finagle things in a way where you have to not only keep what you have now, but also gain more. Does it make sense? I hope I'm explaining it correctly. Like, you might be a little bit too greedy in this situation. So the universe is giving you options, and you are not sure which option to take, because you do not want to lose what is it that you have now. But also you understand that if you don't lose what you have now, you might never be able to have an opportunity to get whatever is being offered to you. What the universe wants you to know is that you have to let one go in order to have the other one. You cannot have both. So keep that in mind. What you need to be aware of is that this Four of Pentacles energy is in your strength sector. And I already said that on the down low, like underneath it all, you're a very practical person. Most of you are very financially savvy. So continue using this ability to be financially savvy to your benefit. Be very frugal and be very calculating when you're making this decision. If you put it down on paper and you're literally going to write out cons and pros as it applies to your financial situation, you will be able to make the best decision. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't see it here. I don't feel this energy here. If you start thinking about your friends, if you start thinking about like the gym that you like, a coffee shop that like you may really, really much enjoy, or like this restaurant where you go to every Wednesday night and you like absolutely love them because they treat you like family, do not take those kind of things into consideration. What the universe wants you to know is that you have to really look at the financial situation first. Put your money first, and that's going to lead you in the right direction. Let's see. And the Ace of Wands is the possible outcome. Awesome. So you will figure it out. You will be able to find the ease of mind as the week progresses. And as it's going to be rather fast that you're going to come to your decision exactly of how you're going to need to act in this time frame. I love it. I love the energy. I love the opportunities that come your way. They can be big opportunities, they can be small, but they are going to affect your financial situation in some way. So watch out for that. Make sure you're not in the losing end here, my dear friend. Love the energies. Hope the reading helped. And like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, my friend. And I hope you have a really wonderful week. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your energetic check-in for the week of November 7th through November 13th. Oh, your cards are coming out a little messy here. I do the standing up, so sometimes you don't see my cards, but they're like coming out all sorts of messy. So let's see really messy energy. So let's see what the cards say. This is your energy for this week. Your subconscious drive, subconscious vibes, your obstacle for this time frame, possible strength and support system, possible outcome, and overall vibe. So you're in the contemplation period. You're like thinking about things, evaluating things. It's almost like you're not seeing forest for the trees, or whatever that saying is. Like you have so much on your mind and you're so stuck in your mind that you're not letting yourself see what is actually in front of you, what is actually that you have, like what is actually that's being given to you. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. So as I said earlier, you are caught up in your mind, and your mind is in a very kind of like messy and a disarray-ish kind of energy here. You're currently in the Six of Pentacles energy. So you are not really thinking clearly because you feel like there's imbalance in your life, especially as it comes to your resources and to your energy. Maybe you're feeling like you're giving too much into the situation. Maybe you're feeling you're not getting enough. There's something there where like you definitely feel an imbalance of give and take in your life. You might feel like somebody's not, I just keep on coming back to that same energy of like somebody's not giving you enough in your mind, and you are giving too much in a situation, and you're not seeing clearly how to get out of it. You're not seeing clearly what is it that they are giving you, because they are giving you something, but you're not seeing it for some reason. Underneath it all, your energy is a Two of Cups energy, which is actually a very beautiful energy. The Two of Cups tells me that you are a pretty lucky individual for the most part. You always have opportunities come your way. You have close, great relationships in your life. However, what the universe wants you to know that even this luck, it requires attention and care. You can't just rely on luck. And that, in order to give your luck full attention and care, you actually have to pay attention to the lucky aspects of your life, right? You have to pay attention to whatever is it that you are getting out of your relationships, out of your situations, out of your work stuff. So do pay attention to that. And look at this. In the obstacle, you got the Lovers, which is, you would think it's kind of crazy to get Lovers as your obstacle, but it is an obstacle because you are not thinking clearly. So you might be tempted to leave your current job to go elsewhere because you feel like you're not getting enough from this job. And that's not a thing to do. You might feel like leaving your relationship because in your relationship you're not getting enough. You might feel like leaving a friend behind because that friend is not giving you enough. Before you do all of that, the High Priestess is here. You have to really, really, really listen to your inner voice and allow your inner voice to speak up, because you're not letting it speak up for some reason. For some reason, your mind is so jumbled up that you're not letting your true emotional space come out. You're not letting your intuition come out. Let's see the possible outcome. Ace of Wands is the possible outcome. So you will get through it. You will realize who your sincere friends are. You will find a sense of the easiness of your mind eventually by the end of this week. You will sort it out. However, be aware that you do feel jumbled up, and there's unclarity may cause you to act in a way that you might regret later on. So if you're not sure about something, if you're not really happy about something, either look for the positive or just let this time go by for a second. I see this energy clearing up. sooner than later. So just let the universe work its powers, and it's going to clarify things for you as the time goes on. But don't make any crazy rush decisions, because your state of mind is not exactly as clear as you would want it to be when making big life decisions like changing of jobs or changing relationships or kicking somebody out of your life. So watch out for that, my friend. Hope this reading helped. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful week, my friend.